And we are back. Yes, we are back with episode 9 of the Project Vega Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, today is March 24th, 2021. And we're going to get cracking. We got a lot of stuff. Not really a lot of stuff, but I think it's a lot of stuff because we're going to be talking for about an hour or so. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, just follow me at the Project Vega. My Twitter handle is at the Project Vega. Go ahead and do that. You can keep up with the latest memes, funny crap that I like sharing, tweeting, crypto references, stuff like that. And next time I am recording another podcast, I forgot to do it this month. Literally it was like, oh snap, we coming up on the end of the month and I gotta record a podcast. And that's where we're at. I literally was just like, 2 days ago I was like, fuck, I completely forgot to put that out. So here we are. I kind of quickly put things together, but also kind of remembered everything within the month that I did to be able to talk about and kind of go over and where we're at now with movies, anime, some crypto stuff, and some YouTube things that I actually just came across just recently or just kind of heard about, and then things finally came across, which I'm sure people who are in YouTube or whoever listens to us know what I'm probably going to talk about when we get to that section. And then the gaming news as well, of course. It's always got to talk about gaming. Absolutely not gonna miss that. Not gonna miss that at all. We just gonna get started. And the first thing, honestly, I want to say, Microsoft, keep doing a good job, bro. keep doing y'all really becoming a force to be reckoned with, and I'm really liking that. I really like it. You made Game Pass a force to be reckoned with. Absolutely. That acquisition of Bethesda finally went through. That deal, it's now official. Any future projects are definitely going to be coming to Xbox and PC. Anything that's already in the current works with PlayStation is still going to be worked on. Elder Scrolls Online will still be updated with PlayStation as well, but anything after that, Phil Spencer has said that it's going to be Xbox, and then down the road whatever contracts go through or happens with the developers, that'll happen. But as of right now, everything that ZeniMax owns with Bethesda is straight Xbox and PC. Not only that, with that deal, when they that was a $7.5 or $7.8 deal. Another big fucking news that is in the works just came out a few days ago. Microsoft's in the talks of acquiring Discord, and that's a huge deal. If they do, for those of you who don't know, Xbox had the best party chat back in the 360 era. And then now when the Xbox One happened, it kind of was there, not really just because of the UI, but it was still better quality than the PlayStation. I have no idea what it's been now, but I know recently it's kind of been on the decline ever since I want to say since the new Xbox was announced. It's like they're putting out all these updates, the quality is going down, and it's still kind of there, but it's definitely going down, especially with how it's just like it's laggy, it's people sound like robots or in tin cans or sometimes, and people have really good mics, $200+ mics, and it's a mess. It's a mess. So if they acquire Discord, honestly, if anybody from Microsoft is listening to this, I hope you guys are not only acquiring it just to just have it or whatever it is, but integrate it into the UI with party chat, so you can just have a seamless thing with PC and Xbox, and even the PlayStation is able to get it somehow, but they can, because what the hell am I talking about? Because they own it. But still, to download the app, to be able to use it, because Discord was a universal thing. You could have it on your cell phone, you'd have it on your computer, and awesome if you could have it on your Xbox now. It would just make it so much better. It would have a much better party system to incorporate that. It would be amazing to finally have that deal go through. So please, I hope it's in the talks, just like the whole Bethesda thing. I forgot how many months it took. Once the deal was talked about, it was like October, November, somewhere a little bit before that, and then we hit March and it finally went through. So it's gonna be a few months. 4, 5, 6 months before we actually hear like if it actually does happen, you'll get the purchase deal and then the actual acquisition of that finally happening. So 4, 5, 6 months maybe down the road, we'll probably see something go about that. Because as of right now, if the company wasn't trying to sell and these were just talks, we would probably already have heard something about Discord saying, no, we're not going to sell. I don't know. That's just me. I'm like, no, if we're not going to sell, we're not going to sell. But $10 billion for Discord? That's a lot. They just throwing their money around. It's because they got it. They already said, also came out with the announcement. There was a few websites. It's like they already made their money back from the Bethesda deal within 3 months, like 3 times the amount. I believe it was. Like, the Game Pass subscription is insane. The rebrand of Xbox Live is no more. It's now Xbox Network, I guess. Weird name, but it makes sense. But whatever. It didn't change it. We already know about that whole Xbox Live thing when they tried to double the price over some bullshit. No, that got fixed. But they rebranded it. Xbox Live the name is no more. It is now PlayStation. Sorry, not PlayStation. Not PlayStation Network. It is the Xbox. God damn it. It is now the Xbox Network. Yes. I am going to mess that up so many times until I get used to it. I don't care. Until I get used to it, I'm probably going to still continue to call it Xbox Live. I don't care. Another thing from not Xbox, just Microsoft in general. Where's Halo? I'm trying to play some Halo, bro. Where's Halo Infinite? I want to hear some. We should be coming up on the next whatever E3 or some shit like that. It's June, July is usually when they fucking have it. Yeah, I want Halo. It needs to hurry up, man. I just want to play it already. Yeah, I'm becoming impatient because I want to play Halo. I quit Call of Duty. I think I said this shit last podcast. I'm done. Just done. Going back to my roots with Halo. I already talked about it, so it's how it's gonna be. It's honestly where my head's at, and my friends are hounding me to try to get me back on there. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. Yes, I am really good at the game, but it's just no. I'm not trying to deal with that shit no more. Don't really care about it anymore. It's just like the time when I dropped Fortnite. Not went back since then. Same thing with Call of Duty. I probably won't be going back. Even when they, my friend had told me that they announced like some Zombies Chronicles 2. Still not gonna fucking get that shit. And I love zombies. But nah. It's not gonna be enough for me to re-download that fucking game again. So yeah, we just gonna move on from that crap. But yeah, Halo, man. I want to see what happens with Master Chief, Cortana. I want to know what's up with the Arbiter too. Yeah, like I like the Arbiter. That man, that was a turnaround since 3. Well, technically 2, but still. Atriox as well. I need to know what happened. I'm trying to kick that dude's ass. Like the Banished. Let's see. I wanna know what's up with that. Just give us some more like screenshots. Give us like some update where it's at. What part of the development stage is it at? Like, is it close at least? If not, just say, hey, we're pushing it back on like additional 6 months. Then I'll be like, all right, cool. Looks like it wasn't as far along as what you guys were saying. But since we really haven't heard anything like that, I guess things are going smoothly at the moment. But yeah, I just want Halo. That's all I really care about. I just want to play some Halo and call it a day. Yeah. Yeah. Moving on. Y'all watch the Snyder Cut? Oh, HBO Max. Yeah, we gonna talk about that movie. First of all, what the fuck were they thinking getting rid of that? What were they thinking getting rid of that and thinking what they put out the first time was better? It was bad. First off, it was just made no sense to me. I didn't like Aquaman. I thought he was just a fucking asshole and had an attitude. Same with Cyborg. I was like, what the hell is going on? I'm so confused. Like, literally, even Wonder Woman kind of at the time I didn't really like as well. The only person I liked out of the movie was the Flash, but I fell asleep four different times anytime I gave it a chance, trying to be like, okay, let me try to sit down and watch this movie. It was so boring and just interesting. I fell asleep. I hated it. I was like, this is bad. So yeah, 4 times. Just were like, why would you give it 4 fucking times? I love movies. I like watching movies, so I like to give it chances as much as I can before it's just like, no. And man, it was supposed to be where it was supposed to be. Nah, never mind. It was not where it was supposed to be. But the Snyder Cut was 4 hours, and it kept me awake and interested all 4 hours. It was amazing. Of course I have my few nitpicks about the movie, but the thing was awesome. Like, give Snyder back the keys to DC. He will make it the Marvel franchise, basically, but the Snyderverse is what they call it. I would love that, because DC would finally be on the rise, because Marvel is going through its phase 2. It's starting again. Marvel still has this little thing. We'll get to that in a sec. But yeah, it's Snyder he had us. Snyder, that was amazing. It was in spoiler alert. I'm going to spoil a lot of shit about a lot of things from this point on. I do not care. Hopefully you watched it. If you have not watched it, yeah, go ahead and pause this. Go spend like 4 hours watching this, and then anything else that I'm about to talk about that's gonna be movie wise, or even TV show wise, which is gonna be a lot of stuff. Yeah, you can either watch it or just listen. Either one. I'm not gonna spoil from beginning to end, but basically, pretty much, a lot of major parts in the movie. But from that point, Snyder, this man, 4 hours, and I think it was 5 or 6 parts, because it's like it goes through like a certain amount, and then it says part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, which kind of was interesting. I'm like, yeah, you could have split it just like what they did with Infinity War. You could have just made it 2 parts. Infinity War Endgame, 2 parts. Nobody would have cared. I would have sat through the movie for 4 hours, just like I did with this one. Just like the Black Panther. Bring that. I'll get to fucking Marvel in a sec. Yeah, 4 hours for this movie. 5 or 6 parts, or 4 parts, either one. The Amazonians, I love them to death. Those women, every time they are on the screen. I still haven't seen Wonder Woman 1984. I still don't think I will. Honestly, I don't really care about it. If it's on HBO Max still, I'll probably watch it. If not, I'll catch it whenever it comes available. Just because I hear way too many mixed reviews, because they said it wasn't as good as the first one, but I'll still probably end up watching it years down the road, or a year down the road. Doesn't really matter to me. But as of right now, Wonder Woman, the Amazonians, love them to death. I swear they are just like, they are a force to be reckoned with. Watching them kick ass against old boy with the I don't even remember his name, but the fucking spiked armor. I'm gonna just call Spike Boy. I'm gonna call him Spike Boy right now. Yeah, they were, even though they were getting their ass beat, they are putting up a hell of a fight. He was definitely needing to struggle with them. Absolutely, those women. Every time they were, I was like, damn, kick your ass, bro. Fuck with it. And then the music too, with Gal, I forgot what her name is. Wonder Woman, I forgot her name, but it's Gal something. Yeah, Wonder Woman's music, just always, I'm just like, yeah, I love her music. It is so powerful with her. And then the fight scene, especially the bank robbery. Was it a bank robbery, or I think they were in some museum. That portion of the movie too, which was right in the beginning, was epic as fuck too. I like that whole scene too. I was like, that shit was lit. Batman, Ben Affleck still doing his thing, acting like Batman. Liked it a lot better as to what he was needing to do. Zack Snyder was telling a story for every little bit of it from everybody. Say you had Wonder Womans, you had Batmans, you had the Flashes, you had Cyborgs, and Aquamans. You got them all. Did I miss anybody? No, I didn't. And Superman, technically, yes. Because, of course, they bring his ass back to life. We already know that. But we get more of the backstory as to how everything happened. Like, there was a lot of important some people might think you didn't really need this enough. You needed all that because it was a lot you needed to introduce, because you threw us with the first movie that came out, so you threw us Flash, I think Aquaman at the time. No, it was Flash and Cyborg. I want to say they threw, and I'm just gonna throw fucking Aquaman in there at the same time. They threw all of them without even making solo movies. They just expected us to be attached to these characters with no real backstory. I mean, Flash, we would still like to get more of a backstory with him from beginning to end. But still, we had no real connection to him. We still adored fucking Wonder Woman. We liked Superman, of course. People love Superman. And then you had Batman, with people that had, mixed reviews on if you like Ben Affleck or Christian Bale. But either one. Still, you at least had those connections with those characters, and then I don't even remember when the fucking Aquaman movie came out, so it's just like, it was either before or after. Was it 2017, 16 is when that movie came out? It was one of them. No, definitely not 16. 17, 18, or 19. That was one of them, but you had no real connection to them, is what my point I'm trying to get across. You just were thrown these characters, seemed like they had attitudes. You didn't like them. I definitely didn't like Cyborg. I'm like, the fuck's wrong with you, dude? Just get over it. You're some beast ass cyborg now. Cool. You like the Teen Titans cyborg. Say booyah, which they missed that. They should have kept that booyah. I swear to God, they should have had him say it in the movie. Oh, it would have been a perfect. I would have stood up and clapped in my bed, bro, just watching it, just like, yes, he said it. I could go to sleep now and be happy. But yeah, the backstory from Cyborgs was really nice. It made complete sense. I loved it. I love his dynamic with the Flash as well. Their friendship and everything that they had, or their connection, was really fucking good. I loved it. I loved every bit of it, especially towards the end where they did that little fist bump and shit. Lit. Loved it. There was a lot of shit that happened in that movie. Flash saved everybody because, they fucked up. Weren't able to get it in time, but he broke the speed of light. Reverse time. Saved him. It was awesome. Superman coming back. Yeah, of course I'm jumping all over the place. I don't really care. I'm just talking right now. Superman coming back and not being himself at first. Lois Lane was the key. There was a lot of focus on Lois Lane as well, with her pretty much recovery, you want to say. Her just lost depression, you could say. Her not being herself anymore, her not working at the Daily Planet anymore, just kind of just being secluded and isolated from the world because of her loss from her husband at the time, basically. But yeah, it's just, there was a lot of focus on that, and then we finally got to the point of where Superman finally was resurrected, and Lois being the key to have him come back, because first, yeah, they were about to fucking die. Every single one of them. Superman was about to destroy every single one of them. They were not prepared. And Flash, Barry Allen, man, he was like, how are you seeing me right now? Like that dynamic too, and that fight scene was pretty awesome. You had Superman holding what's his face, Aquaman, and then Cyborg off, and then just the slow motion from Barry Allen going like super fast to try to get around him to attack him, and you just had Superman just turn his head and look right at him. It's like, what are you doing, bro? I'm gonna come right at you. Like, where you going? So it was a really good movie. What would I give it? Compared to the first one, a lot better score. Like, the first one was fucking dog shit. I didn't care. It was bad beyond all reason. It was basically, yeah, pretty much unwatchable because I fell asleep 4 fucking times. Yes, I'm gonna call it. It was less than a 5. Well, actually less than a 6. Anything that's less than a 6 technically should be unwatchable. Below a 5 is absolutely unwatchable. But this one, I give it out of like 100. 88, 89. You could go 90 if I'm really not nitpicking. 90, 91, somewhere around there. Even a 92. Yeah, I could just go 90. I'll just say 90. So it's definitely between 88 and 92. Absolutely. It was really good. Yeah, I'll see about it. I'll just stick with 90 for right now as just a placeholder. Do I want to go back and rewatch it? Kind of. There's some, especially a lot of different acts to see. Sit through all 4 hours? Probably. It was a lot of good shit. It was a lot of good things out of that movie. Snyder, give him back the key. Whoever who owns DC or whatever it is, Universal, I don't know, somebody. Just give it back to him. Don't let anybody try to create his vision because they failed. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. They did not tell a story like a movie should tell a fucking story and have you attached to whatever characters are in that movie and be able to bring you into that. Pretty much what they're like portraying, like, because that's what the fucking actor's supposed to do is to make you feel what they are trying to portray in that story. And yeah, that's Snyder was able to just capture you from the beginning, from start to finish. Honestly, start to finish, it had us. Of course, everybody who wanted to watch it because it was like, cool, let's watch it again. But those people who loved not only DC, also did not like the first one and knew the Snyder version was going to be better, came in with, you could have high expectations, low expectations, none, medium, whatever it is, and you came out of it like, yeah, that was a good movie. Like, you can't be disappointed unless you really weren't looking to see any of that. If you came out of that disappointed, man, you should not be watching movies at all. You shouldn't even be a critic, honestly. You can't even talk. Like, shit, what do you know? You're giving it a bad review or a bad whatever because of X, Y, and Z, whatever that X, Y, and Z might be for the Snyder Cut. Like, I would understand the first one, but okay, you fail. But yeah, that's what I got for the Snyder Cut. That's definitely what I got for Zack Snyder. For Marvel, yeah, for the 4-hour movies, just like for 4-hour movies. The Black Panther thing, to go back when it was supposed to be 4 hours. Yeah, release that. Go ahead and release that. People would watch it. I mean, people have been saying that shit for years. It's just not as widely accepted back then versus now. There were, of course, a few people that would have done it. I would have definitely been one. Yeah, after this thing, that's like evidence that yes, go ahead and release the director's cut, is what you would call it. Go ahead and release that. I think Endgame or Infinity War had the same exact thing. Go ahead and release those. Just put the announcement out. People will fucking watch it. As well for Disney. Yeah, nobody's gonna pay $30 to watch Black Widow on Disney Plus. Like, they would rather probably just go to a movie theater, or just maybe even alleged websites as easy as 1, 2, 3. For those who know, they know. They know what I'm talking about. For those who know what I'm talking about, yes. Just like the whole Mulan fail. Like, you think people are gonna do that for Black Widow? No. If you would have done it for like maybe Spider-Man or Doctor Strange, you might have you might get me. So of course you're gonna if you're gonna get me, like, you're gonna get a huge amount of fucking people that would do it too. I'm not saying like, oh, who am I? Like, I'm just saying, like, in my personal preference, like, yeah, I would consider doing it. It might actually do it to where if I'm gonna fucking do it, just anybody else is gonna fucking do it probably. Who love not only Marvel but love Spider-Man. People love the Doctor Strange movies. The first one was fucking phenomenal, and after going back and watching it, because the first time I watched it, I was like, wait, what's going on? Plus I was half asleep, but then I finally sat there and watched the whole thing. It was great. But Black Widow, nah, man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. There might be some alleged websites I might be trying to go to. Maybe just even a movie theater. I just go to a movie theater and spend the money for that. Fuck that. Or just stay home and be safe. Fuck it. Still COVID out here. I'm good. I'm not gonna risk my health for Black Widow. Black Widow? Okay. Next with that one. Disney also released Falcon Winter Soldier. That first episode was a very emotional episode, because it was yes, like I said before, we're gonna be doing spoilers with a lot of shit from that point on. The first episode was very, very interesting. It pretty much left off right where Endgame left off, and it's just continuing from there. With Bucky's trauma, trying to recover. You got Sam still, working with the military and close with it, but still also trying to recover from the loss of his friend as well. It was very it's building up for something good. It's definitely building up for something good. It's probably going to be as good, maybe better than WandaVision. We'll see. As of right now, it is on track to continue that hype as to where, because WandaVision was happening. In this area, we have Falcon Winter Soldier happening, and then in the other part, when Loki comes out, we have this happening. And then once all of those are done, and I think there's one more which I can't really remember, I forgot what it was. Once those are done, then we get the movie. That's the timeline. You can just go to the website or go look up a picture or whatever it is, and you'll see the timeline as to what's gonna happen. You got these, and then they're all gonna end, and then boom, you have the movie. So that's what we're gonna get. That's exactly what we're gonna get. And it's all gonna lead into the final act of whatever that happens, which it should be the multiverse with Strange, Spider-Man, because we already got the confirmation for the third Spider-Man. We don't know exactly what's happening, but we have that. We have Strange and Wanda. Like, that's gonna be the biggest thing. Like, the one they announced, that was gonna be a big ass movie. That's gonna be a lot of shit happening, a lot of time manipulation because of the different universes that are happening. So a lot of things are going to come together, and a lot of things are going to happen. So we don't know who's going to be dead. We don't know who's going to come back. We don't know what's going to entirely happen, but we do know Vision is basically back. I wonder if he's going to go to Wakanda, because Shuri did try to recover like a good amount of him to build, or just to save him, to try to get the Mind Stone out of him. I wonder if he's going to, because Vision did give that robot that they created all his memories, so I don't know if he's just gonna take off and go there, but we'll see exactly what happens. But yeah, Black Widow, nah, y'all crazy. Y'all definitely crazy thinking we're gonna fucking pay for that shit. Fucking crazy, bro. I ain't paying for that. Out of Disney, Netflix. Speaking of that, with what was the last thing I watched? forgot what it's called. Oh, Rain. Rain was the last thing I was that I finished. I finished that. That was really good, and then I'm looking forward for the 5th season to see what happens after that. It's either they're done or the 5th one's coming, and I cannot wait to see what it is. They already got kind of a Queen Elizabeth version of another different Netflix show that isn't pertaining to Rain, but I would love to see what would happen with that since Mary died, gotten beheaded. But I would love to see them continue that. But if not, I'm cool. I'm satisfied with what I saw. But I did say that I'm going to start Winx Saga after that, which was like 5, 6, 7 episodes. And I think 8. It was cool. Winx Saga, Fate the Winx Saga was all right. I don't really know what I want to give it though. It was okay. It was something to watch. I kind of expected a little bit better, a little bit more so what I wanted to say, not a little bit better. But I don't know. The second season, I think it did say they were working on a second season because the first season it ended, of course, on a cliffhanger to prove that there's a second season happening because a lot of shit happened on that last episode. Fucking the main director got fucking killed by the person they trapped because she was on some some fucking I forgot, I don't know what the word is right now, but she was just on some crazy killing everybody type shit to try to save everybody from the burned ones. And the burned ones are these monsters who are basically blood witches who turned into these monsters to kill people. And she wanted to massacre all of them at once in this area for the village, but she also killed innocent people, so they trapped her. But yeah, a lot of shit happens. It's a long story. If you want to watch it, go ahead and watch it. Would I recommend it? I don't know. Don't really know. I can't really make a decision until that second season comes out. So as of right now, it's just like I don't know. Take what I say a grain of salt. You might like it. I know there was, when it first came out, there was a lot of people who made or a few people more so, who made memes about the guys who were in the TV show. So for the ladies that are listening, if you want to go watch some hot guys in a fucking TV show about fairies and shit, you can go ahead and do that. Pretty sure some of y'all gonna be like, oh, hot guys in a TV show about fairies? All right, let me go see. The story itself, I give it a C, just because I just need more context. I need a lot more shit. It didn't really, I mean, it kind of did tell us some of what was going on and what the story is, but it was just like, y'all should. I think it's mainly because COVID kind of interrupted it as to why the second season was out. The second season probably would have been out at this point, but COVID definitely interrupted that whole process to where it's just like, all right, this is what we got. But as of right now, nah. I need more. But moving on from, I don't know what else I'm gonna watch from in Netflix. I might start Game of Thrones. I keep saying I'm gonna start it. Like I mean, now that I've gotten Rain done and Winx Saga done, I think I'm actually going to start it. Like, I have no idea. Like very soon, very fucking soon. But moving on from that, anime. Let's talk. Oh man, we got some great animes. Literally, this is the final week of Attack on Titan, Jujutsu, and Black Clover. This is the final week. We are on the last episodes of all 3 of them, and I am very upset. About that because I don't want them to end, man. Black Clover has been going on since it started, bro. It didn't really take a break at all, and if it did, it was because of somebody got sick or some shit like that. It only took like a week or 2 off, maybe a week for the holidays or something like that, but it never really stopped. It just kept fucking going, and it started around the same time My Hero Academia started. My Hero Academia, which I'll get to that very soon. Black Clover, literally, it's like they were right. They started all at the same time, and Black Clover literally has just been kept going. It just kept fucking going. It hasn't stopped, but now it has come to the end because it has caught up to the manga. I'm sure once the manga gets a lot farther, they'll probably start it back up, but as of right now, the final episode is this week. Jujutsu Kaisen. Final episode is this week in just a few days as well. Attack on Titan this Sunday. And I am so sad, but I'm also so ready to see what happens. Need to know what happens to Levi, because he just fucking got exploded. Freaking Jaeger, dude, he just said YOLO and fucking blew the rocket up inside him, and Levi was right there. And he got fucking crossfired for that one. Hopefully he's alive. I'm sure he is, but he's probably very injured. Unless he got out of there a lot faster than expected. But still, Jujutsu Kaisen, same thing. I forgot what the last thing I saw. Oh, there's like some big fight was about to happen, I think. I forgot. I literally just watched it yesterday and I forgot it. Oh my god. Freaking Black Clover though. Asta is fighting his devil. Asta is fighting his devil, and it left off with him saying, yeah, you may be a devil, but you're not a bad guy. And then that's pretty much, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to, and it also reminded the devil of his mother, I think it was somebody, I have no idea who the fuck that was. It was probably his mother, because it was some human. Which also makes me like, how did he become a devil? How did this person become a fucking powerful little demon? I don't know. We'll get more context on this final episode probably. And he's being trained by the vice captain of the Black Bulls, who was a spy inside the Spade Kingdom, who has also have devil powers. Oh my god, I couldn't talk right there. Devil powers. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see if they're able to all come together. Pretty much it's every kingdom versus the Spade Kingdom is what's going to happen. Basically, they're trying to save the Heart Kingdom. I don't really know how to pronounce the name, but the queen, they're gonna save her because she got stolen. Just like Captain Yami and Vengeance, they got stolen to try to make a portal with the tree of, or whatever it is, I don't know, some tree that has a bunch of powerful demons, and once all the gates are open, it's pretty much the world comes to an end. We're gonna see everybody come together and fight and destroy that, to fight against whatever devils that are gonna happen. And I want to see what really happens, because that dude was on some OP shit. I don't know if the demons themselves are gonna all come out and then they all fight together, or just straight chaos. But hopefully, I want these last episodes to be like an hour or so. I'm fine with that. I want that. But once Jujutsu's over, there was a movie that was rumored and in the works, so that would be cool. I'm fine with that. Black Clover, I would definitely take the same thing with that one, just to end it. And then Attack on Titan, it's already coming to an end. I don't think they're gonna do a movie. I don't think they're gonna do anything. I think it's going to stop. But if it does stop, they need to like literally have everything. Please have like an hour and a half episode with everything that we need to have, just to fucking not only satisfy everybody that is like expecting so much, but just to like close it off, close this anime out completely. It's already got, it's a 9.9 for its IMDb. It is that good of it is the GOAT. It is the GOAT anime, and I knew it was going to be ever since fucking years ago when it was the anime that got me to watch anime, honestly. Well, again, because I did watch Dragon Ball just like everybody else back then. I wasn't really a fan of Inuyasha and Bleach and all that shit, but I did watch them. But it didn't really capture me into that shit. What started me back up was Attack on Titan, but it was Juni Tyson Zodiac War. That one was what started me to be like, okay, let me go find something else that's new, and then that hooked me and really got me started was Attack on Titan. I already told that story as to how that happened, but that's what happened. But yeah, Attack on Titan, man. Attack on Titan. This week, and then next week, the final episode for That Time I Got Reincarnated as a slime. That one comes to an end, and fuck, man, I love that anime. I don't give a fuck, dude. That shit's awesome. That Time I Got Reincarnated. We just seen Rimuru became a demon, demon lord. He just got evolved into a demon lord and has successfully resurrected Shinon and a bunch of other people who died during a slaughter and a plot against the Jura Tempest Federation. Some of you are like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, if you watch anime, you know what I'm talking about. It's pretty much the section is for the fucking otakus, weebs, and I forgot what the first fucking is. People who actually like enjoy watching this shit. Season 5 of My Hero Academia this Saturday. They have confirmed it. I think they came out with this like 2 days ago. By the time you listen to this, because I will have the audio version out tonight, but the video version will be way past that, and the thing will be out by that time, and whoever else listens to us by that time, it'll be way past when it fucking finally started. But yeah, season 5 this Saturday, the 27th of March of 2021. Yes, I'm ready. Finally. I like My Hero Academia. Of course, I put Black Clover above My Hero Academia way back, but still, it's still like that. But I still really liked fucking My Hero. I'm not saying it was fucking like it was a 0. No, thing's awesome. It's just this spring lineup has a lot to follow right now. Like, all these great things have ended, and this next spring lineup has a lot to follow up. And I've looked at the lineup for both Crunchyroll and Funimation, and I'm just like, I don't know. Y'all got a lot to follow right now, and it's not looking too good. There's like, what, 2, maybe 3 things that have interested me that I might watch or take a look at. As of right now, it's just like, fuck yeah, that's not looking too good. It's not looking. We might have a dry season. There's one that I actually like to watch. I don't know if I've mentioned this one before. That turned out really good. The art direction, art style, the story was really fucking good. Jobless Reincarnation. For those who know what I'm talking, I don't know. I forgot what the whole fucking thing is, but it's Jobless Reincarnation. Besides that main character and his, I'm not gonna say it, but like besides that part, everything else is really good. Get rid of that, everything else is good. I don't care. I really enjoyed it for what it is and what the person who created, I forgot who his name is, I didn't actually write it down, but yeah, Jobless Reincarnation, I give that shit, I'm not gonna give it a grade yet, but it's really good. I'm just gonna say that it's really good. That one ended its final episode. They already confirmed season 2 is in the works and stuff like that, but its final episode was a few days back, which was really 4 or 5 days at this point. Still really fucking good. That one had ended, so a lot of things have come to an end in terms of the last season's animes. This spring, again, has a lot to follow. And I don't know if it's going to hold us on that. So, like I said, it might be a dry season for anime. Moving on from anime. Crypto, yeah. As of right now, shit is it is fallen, but it was good and then it fell. Latest news, Tesla, you can now buy a Tesla with a Bitcoin. A few ETFs with Fidelity, Goldman Sachs have actually been put in as well, to try to get approved. I'm pretty sure the next thing something's gonna get approved. It's like at this point they're probably tired of reading Bitcoin ETFs like constantly with the SEC, so they're going to approve something. But especially with the demand and the infrastructure that has been put into place, things are becoming more accepted. People are actually opening up and understanding what cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin actually have to offer. It's the next thing. It's the next wave. Like, it's inevitable. You're not going to stop it. You can't stop it. And it's just like, you might as well. It's already what, the 4th largest currency in the world? It's about to be the 3rd. And that's just Bitcoin. I'm not talking about everything, all the other cryptocurrencies, but as of right now, Bitcoin is the 3rd or 4th largest. I'm pretty sure it's the 4th largest cryptocurrency in the world. That's saying a lot. That is saying a lot. It will soon become the 1st. And it's inevitable. There's no stopping it. There is no stopping it. There are a lot of things that will take off during this bull market. Right now, we're just in this pretty much retracement stage, despair phase. I also would say, where it's just to pretty much weed out all the weak. Anybody who have shaky hands, just don't understand and are scared and want to sell. That's pretty much what this is. Just getting them rid of them, because the people who hold through this shit, just be ready. Just be ready. I will say the people who hold will be rewarded greatly. Absolutely. I will say that. I've been doing this shit for fucking 4 years now at this point. Yeah, I know what the fuck I know what I'm talking about, and I will say yes, holding will reward you. Short-term sellers will always be fucked, because you deserve it. Anybody who's a shorter, you deserve it. You deserve to get fucked, honestly. Not financial advice, not anything like that. I probably should have said that in the beginning, but I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, just my own opinion. I'll probably put a disclaimer in the beginning of the video, just like a spoiler thing. But as of right now, yeah, nah, bro. Get in while you can if you want to. Don't be left behind. that's all I gotta say. Just don't be left behind. Really, it's sitting from the sidelines is not something you want to do. Who cares? Just like I hear constant bashing of what Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are, but it's just like, look where it's at. $56,000 fucking dollars. Right now I think it's like 52, but it maxed at like 63, 64 on some exchanges, I think. You're talking all this shit, but something that's worth that much, like I would understand if it was like a penny, like 2009 when it would be first fucking started with a lot of things. But we have Bitcoin up here. We have other cryptocurrencies that are $10+. We have other cryptocurrencies that are going from fucking sub penny to a penny that are also up at 10, 15 fucking cents or some shit like that. Theta, within just a year or whatever it is, went from like fucking 16 cents. Well, a year, it's actually 7 cents to $14. Like, come on, dude. And it has its use case. You could go to its website and actually look at it. The sleeping giant that I actually call Constellation. That one, oh my god. If I might put a link in the description below if you want to go look at what I'm talking about. Constellation. DAG, D-A-G. If you go to coinmarketcap.com and look up D-A-G, go to its website right there. Just look through its website, do some research. I'm about to actually kind of quickly explain what you need to do. Do the research, actually look at the roadmap, look at its partners, look at the people who make it. You're gonna see the U.S. fucking Department of Defense. You'll see the U.S. Air Force with Constellation. And it's shit? You're gonna talk shit about cryptocurrencies? Oh, this one? Oh, it's not shit because it has the U.S. Defense. It has also different colleges partnerships with it. Yeah, that's not just one. There are plenty of other ones that are like that. Just like Electronium. Is that one shit? No, it's got contracts with AT&T and fucking Verizon, dude, and a bunch of other ones. Boost Mobile, TrackPhone. It's got a bunch of different ones, dude. Just do your research before talking shit. You're just ignorant and you sound like a bitch too. You sound like a bitch constantly complaining about something. Cool, you can continue to do that. Cool, you don't trust it? Then shut the fuck up. Talking about something you don't know, which a lot of people do. A lot of people do. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect. I had my own points of doing that, but I actually went back and researched and see if I was talking correct or if I was just talking out the side of my neck. A lot of times I was talking out the side of my neck just because I like doing that. But with doing research, it's like, okay, you know, I've retracted my own statement. I was educated at that point and reformed my own stance on some shit. Still talk shit just because I like to and I like to hold my ground. I don't really care, but at least I was educated with it. All the other people, no, you don't. It'll become slow. It will slowly become adapted. People still say you can't buy anything with it. You clearly fucking can. There are credit cards, Visa. One of the big Visa debit card, dude. Visa is every fucking where. You just could get a fucking card. You could put Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency on it or whatever the fuck it is that it's accepted with it. And you could buy groceries with it. You could buy gas with it. What are you fucking talking about? You're just a dumbass who doesn't know that. Yeah, I'm bashing people who don't know shit. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, do I sound a little hurt or upset about it? Cool, yeah. Because it's annoying hearing the same constant thing when you just sound like a bunch of the old idiots in the government trying to make dumbass laws. You just sound like them who don't understand the technology, let alone when they basically don't even understand their own cell phone that's in their hand. That's why they still have flip phones. And they're old. Because they don't get it. But you're young, you have a brain, use it, stop being ignorant. Not just with cryptocurrencies, with a lot of fucking things. Educate yourself with everything that you want to put your mind, like, that you want to learn. Just educate yourself. Do yourself a favor and do other people a favor who actually know about this shit. Just, you know, come over. Come to the dark side, if you want to call it that. Come to the light side. I'm gonna say dark side just because it's better to be on the dark side, bro. Sith all day, bro. I will be a Sith all day. I don't give a fuck. Oh, man. Oh, man. But moving on from that topic, this is the last topic. I'm only going to quickly talk about this one just because it's a lot and I don't really want to talk about it like that. I'm pretty sure people who are in the YouTube scene who hear this will understand, or people who have or in the YouTube drama actually understand. There's two things. The biggest one right now, of course, David Dobrik. The David Dobrik issue. I watched that video. I saw, I was kind of keeping up with it, not too much, just because what the fuck's happening, and they're bringing this back. I thought they already took care of it back then, but they didn't. They never did. I will say this as a disclaimer or whatever thing is, I don't support that shit one bit. My friends my people who are close to me already know my stance on this shit. I know somebody who's actually been through this shit, and I told him, like, look, let me see a picture of this dude, so if I ever come across him, I'm gonna beat the living fuck out of him. Because I don't condone this crap. I don't like it. The dude, Dom, who's the person who's being accused, it's not even an accusation at this point, it's fucking fact, is fucked. Yeah, dude. I want to see lawsuits. I want to see not just lawsuits. I want to see him behind bars. Honestly, I don't really like anybody who does this. I've always constantly have said you need to be burned at the stake. I don't really care. That they deserve death penalty. Yeah, it's very extreme. Yes, this is gonna be I'm probably gonna get flagged for this on YouTube or whatever it is. So I will put a huge disclaimer, honestly, because this is like some really deep fucking shit. Yeah, it's not for kids. Yeah, you need to be taken out, really, because it's disgusting. It's disgusting. The victims of the incident, and not just this incident, just anybody around the world, United States, of course, who are mainly going to probably be my audience, but anybody around the world who does listen to this, or even if this does go viral, whatever it is, you are not alone. Even during the time, I understand you are scared. You probably cannot trust anybody, even the police, because there are people, I've seen so much shit with police that don't even do anything as well. Put them out there, put everything, all the evidence, honestly, just put it all out there, expose them. If nobody believes you, somebody will. We believe you, absolutely. People, it's fuck, man, Yeah, but David Dobrik, he is taking accountability for his actions and what he did. And that last video he did, which was 222 or 223, it was 223. Took full accountability. That video that he made was about 7 minutes. He did exactly that. He gave everybody exactly what he did. He also took accountability for his last shitty video that his PR people or people around him that forced him to do that. He said, no, that was a dumbass video. Yeah, it's very tough. Very, very tough for those victims. And that goes for both ways, of course. It goes for both ways. But women are the main target in the vast majority of this situation. Everybody already knows who watches YouTube, but I'm not gonna say the words, honestly. Everything else that I said, yeah, I'm going to say that. But anything else, like the other stuff, I'm not saying those words, honestly. Y'all know why. You know where you know what I'm getting to by not saying it, so that's why. And the other thing as well is the part of the other side of YouTube, I guess, just because this one's more of but still is part of YouTube, is the Derek Jackson situation. For those who don't know, this man cheated on his wife and he was preaching all this other stuff. He wasn't practicing what he was preaching during his marriage, towards the beginning of his marriage, of course, by whatever part of the marriage, the beginning of the relationship it was, doesn't really matter. He wasn't doing exactly what he was supposed to. Yeah, you're a fucking idiot too, dude. Like, what? Cool, I understand what your explanation was and what you were going through, but yeah, no, as a man that you were supposed to be toting, me myself, I would never fucking do that shit. Absolutely not. No matter what the situation is. If that was the case, then just get a fucking divorce. Let it go through all the way before you do anything. Matter of fact, just be fucking single if that was the fucking case. Nobody's gonna buy your fucking book too, dude. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, you're and then doing a reaction with your wife and then doing a reaction to that. What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, you're falling down the rabbit hole, bro. You are falling down the rabbit hole. I don't know what the fuck that was. I know. I mean, I never watched his content. I've never seen his content. I've seen his content on Facebook and stuff like that, and Twitter. Like, some people like share some things that he might have been right about. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I kind of agree with what you're saying or whatever it is. But I've never like just sat there and watched all his fucking content. No, this is not going to become a drama podcast or anything like that. Just more of those old big things that have happened that within the past month. That's been going on. Of course, the first thing I talked about has been going on since 2018, 17. But yeah, David took accountability. He's stepping away, not for too long because he likes making the content, but to rebuild, reassess, learn from his mistakes, which is good. Because it was his fault and not his fault at the same time, but it was his fault. What I mean by that is it wasn't his fault for making the first video because he was forced into that one, but it was his fault because he put X person on that platform and allowed it for years. He broke off with him about in 2019, broke away from him, but still he put that dude on the platform and kind of was just like, yeah, to the victims, and made it be like, yes, this is okay, when it's not. Which, if you go and watch the video, it's called it's March 22nd, 2021. I believe that's what the name of the video. Literally, it's just 03/22/2021. You could go to his website and you'll see it. You can go ahead and watch it. It's 7 minutes. If you even want to put this on pause, but even though the podcast is about to end very soon, you can watch it right after. But that's really all I gotta say about it. Yes, ladies, you guys, I'm not gonna say, yeah, you should do this. I'm not saying anything like that. But if you ever are in that situation and you are terrified, put it all out there. That's all I would like to say, is put everything out there. If you feel like your life is in danger, you want to save it. These men are crazy out here. I know. Might as well put everything out there. If it's going to come to that point of life's not being there no more. But because I've seen a lot of stories where men go crazy and then do some stupid shit, and like both parties are deceased at that point. But might as well put everything out there. Shit. Don't like it, but things gotta change. Laws need to be. I don't even know if a law is gonna do it, because people just break the law anyways. I don't know. It's just more. It comes down the pipeline from household, father, son, generation of bullshit. People are raised disgusting shit that's on the internet that people just want to take and copy. Mental health issues, which I still don't say is no type of excuse for anything. I don't give a fuck unless it's actual what's the, I don't remember the term is, that it's politically PC politically correct terms for any of that other stuff. Like, unless it's actually something like that, still I don't really give it an excuse. I don't care. I don't care. Nope. But yeah, that's really about it. Sorry, I understand the last bit of that became kind of dark. But still, that's it for the podcast. Been going on for about an hour now. We just gonna end it on that. Don't really care if it's a good note or bad note. No, I'll end on a good note. Ladies, you got people. You absolutely got people. People closest to you, they're gonna be there for you. You're not alone. We love you. They love you. I don't know you, but I love you. Not like that, of course, but you know what I mean. Everybody deserves to live. Not really everybody, but the good people, absolutely. Just take care. Take care of yourself. Take care of one's closest to you. Check in on them. You know when something's up. Your best friend, you know when something's up. Your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, you know when something's up. When you feel that that's not right and something's up, start investigating. Take the initiative. Whatever you got going on with yourself, unless it's not similar to what they're going through, take the initiative, take the time, let the people around you understand what's about to happen and what you about to do, so you go ahead and do it. So you could take care of them. You could be that person's savior. You could save that person's life. You could save their situation because you were the one who took care of that. Just eyeing. Be aware. Be aware of your surroundings, man. Shit could happen at any moment. Be aware of your surroundings. Doesn't matter where you're at. Be aware of your surroundings. All right. That's that. I'll catch y'all later. Deuces.